were really happy with this sale. It sold full price. We were just ecstatic. I thought I was going to send out offers that it was going to sit around for a while because it was a more expensive item, but sold pretty quickly.
Yeah. Wow.
Hi, I'm Camilla.
And I'm Kane, and we are
the FI Resellers. And welcome to our weekly What Sold video. We are going to go through some of our top sales and then give you a full breakdown of how our week went.
Yeah, let's jump into it. I actually wanted to start with this Double J striped top that we sold for $34.65. This happened to sell on eBay to someone who wanted to repair it, who was a fan of this designer, but otherwise it had some holes and stuff you'll see here that it could have been probably maybe a $50 to even $100 sale. It was new at tag and the retail was $385. This person got a really good deal and they're probably going to fix it up, and even better for them. This is what we were kind of hoping for. We were shooting for about 20 some odd dollars and we got it. So they paid $34.65, which includes the shipping. So this was great. When you see something like this and it has such a high retail value, you really can't just let it go when it's new at tag. It's like someone was gonna want this, and sure enough, someone did. We sold these hiking shoes, or at least we think they're hiking shoes, but they had steel toes. I don't know that people really need steel toes while they're hiking, but it looks like hiking shoes and it had steel toes, so we're gonna call it hiking shoes. Okay, they sold for $68.70 on eBay.
It is starting to be hiking season, and steel toe shoes you should be on the lookout for because they, can go for a lot of money. People need them for work and they want, a certain brand. And these were a wide size, which I think also kind of both help them sell, but maybe, reduce the market a little bit. But since wider shoes are harder to find, sometimes people look on eBay and things like that.
We sold these jeans by Citizens of Humanity. They were the Olivia jeans for $44.65 on eBay.
So in this video, you'll see a lot of the sales that we showed in our last haul. So we just put up a haul earlier this week. We had picked up a bunch of stuff from the Goodwill outlet. This was one of those items. So it sold for a good amount and it sold really quickly, just a little over a week. So we were really excited for this sale. Citizens of Humanity is one of those jean brands that have been around for a really long time, but if you find the newer styles of this brand, they can go for a good amount. So we are always on the lookout for, we're always on the lookout for just jeans in general. Like we love selling jeans and we love picking them up, but Citizens of Humanity is definitely one of our favorites to sell recently, at least.
Yeah, we sold this really nice pink corduroy jacket by Princess Polly for $40 on Poshmark.
So Princess Polly, I believe, is an Australian brand, and it kind of reminds me of like Brandy Melville, like it's kind of like a teeny bopper sort of style, like teenagers, Gen Z. When I picked this up, I thought, this will do great. And we've had it listed for about 2 months. So it's stuck around for a little while, which is surprising because we listed it in January and it didn't sell until March. But I feel like it's a winter coat, but I don't know, maybe it was going back to Australia, but I don't think so because it's sold on Poshmark, so it's going to someone else in America. Oh well, really happy with this sale though. We always are really happy when we sell something like bulky like that because we just have a closet where we hang stuff, and so it feels so good to like have that space back. It's like so gratifying.
Yeah, we sold these hiking shoes by Tiva for $42.90 on eBay.
Hiking season is upon us, so if you have hiking gear, you should definitely be listing it. We've been selling a lot of hiking type items, hiking shorts, hiking shoes, hiking everything. So people are ready to get outdoors, do all these things. We've had this listed since February, but just sold, because now it's the time. But really happy with that sale because they weren't in even the best condition, but they were still like pretty usable.
Yeah, we cleaned them up. They look pretty decent. And people know that they're going to be, roughing them up anyway. They're going hiking after all. So we sold this really nice sweater by Vince for $50 on Poshmark.
This was a sweater that had like all really good materials in it. It was like wool, cashmere, alpaca, and yak, which I don't know where yak is in terms of like the hierarchy of nice fabrics, but I would assume that it's like up there with alpaca.
It's pretty rare,
maybe even
based on the things that we sold.
Right, yeah. I think it's our first time selling something with yak in it, and so I think that it's like higher than alpaca maybe because we don't find it as much, but I'm not really sure. But anyway, this is a really nice sweater, and I had it listed originally for $75. Someone came in and offered me $50. Sweater season is ending, so I was happy to, accept that offer. And again, bin space. We're thinking about the space. It was a big bulky sweater, so I was happy to sell it off and, mail it off.
Yeah, and we love giving people deals, so why not? We sold these blue sandals by Danskos for $40 in Macari.
These Danskos were, I think, called like the Minka, and they are more recent style, and these were in really good condition. So I listed them at $50, and someone came in and offered me $40, which I was happy to accept. That's a 20% off offer. So usually I kind of think about it in terms of percentage off when people send me offers, to think about, okay, is that a good percentage off that I feel like I would either send that offer or be able to receive that offer, and that's a good price. Again, we got it at the bin, so really any price is pretty much a good price, but I was happy to sell these. They are like such a nice shoe, and the buyer got them today actually, and like I got the notification that it had been delivered to the buyer's address, and like 5 minutes later she had rated me. So great buyer, would definitely like accept her offers again. Yeah. That was great.
We sold these snow pants by Spider for $59.65 on eBay.
This was a great sale. The person came in and bought them full price for $50, which was awesome. And we had priced these up a little bit because I feel like these soft shell ones, I feel like those are nicer because I've only ever seen like, I feel like rich people wear those, like not as rich people wear the nylon ones, but yeah. I don't know. Anyway, I felt like they were really nice. They had just a few marks here and there, but nothing that you wouldn't get skiing or snowboarding in them. But really happy with this sale because ski season is ending, so we were kind of nervous picking these up in the first place because we were like, well, we'll have to keep these till next season probably, but we list them, I guess, in time for spring break.
Right.
People can purchase them and use them for spring break, and then, have them for next year.
So these happen to have sold in 11 days, but even if they didn't sell, Spider is just something that we tend to pick up in general. Like, we'll pick it up pretty much any season, and we will wait for it to sell if we needed to. But otherwise, it's got a great sell-through rate, and usually it sells pretty fast for us.
Yeah.
We sold this velvet top by Maeve for $39.85 on eBay.
This sold really quickly, within a day. For full price, I listed it at $30. This was such a nice top. It was in perfect condition. I was so excited when I found it at the Family Thrift outlet, and it was in a good size. It was a size XL, which I feel like I hardly ever find that in Anthropologie, but recently I found a couple plus size pieces, and then this extra large piece, which I was just really excited to find this. This was a great sale. Would definitely recommend being on the lookout for newer Maeve items. We've had some good luck with them recently.
All right, stop what you're doing because I'm about to butcher this name. Maison Martin Margiela? I'm not sure. We sold these Pipto shoes for $114.75 on eBay. Wow, crazy.
Wow, this was an awesome sale. I picked these up at the Family Thrift outlet. I always go first to the shoes. That's my strategy. I always do shoes first because I figure they're probably cheaper there than they are at the bins. And a lot of people go through like the jeans and they'll like seriously pull all the jeans off the rack and put them in their cart. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to be able to compete in that arena, but the shoes, I can compete. And I picked these up and I looked at the name, and the only reason I recognized the name was I saw on someone's story, I don't even know who it was, that they had like taken a picture. They were at a hotel and they had like taken a picture of like a bath mat, and it had this name and it said something like, this is a really nice bath mat, or I don't know. That was kind of the gist of the story. Anyway.
That's so random.
It was so random, but like, this is the thing, like being a part of the reselling community, you get these kind of like earworms, or like, these things that like get into your brain, these little names and things that you're at the thrift store and you think, okay, this sounds familiar, I'm going to put in my cart.
Through experience, you just consume so much reselling.
Yeah, exactly. Osmosis.
You take in so much reselling content, it kind of just gets stuck in the back of your brain.
Exactly. So this was one of those instances where I was like, I don't know anything about this, but these seem nice. They had a nice leather sole. So I put them in my cart, and later when I looked them up, I was so excited to find these. This particular style isn't like what this brand is necessarily known for. It was really nice leather, but when I looked them up online, when I looked up this designer, it seemed like more of the ones that were selling were like the shoes, they look like horse hooves to me. Like that's what they are like currently selling, and those are selling for like a ton of money, like $1,000.
We'll pop up some pictures.
But anyway, that's apparently like what's in style right now. The like really, really ugly shoes are like really what designers are putting out on runways and stuff. But
fashion.
Yeah. But for the rest of us that live in like normal, scenarios, go to work and things like that, they need just like nice shoes like the ones that we sold. So.
What's interesting is that this went to New York, so it's a perfect place to be. And all the people who love fashion are up there in New York. There you go.
Exactly. Perfect. We were really happy with this sale. It sold full price. We were just ecstatic. I thought I was going to send out offers, that it was going to sit around for a while because it was a more expensive item, but sold pretty quickly. Yeah.
Okay, now it's time for what we say are duds, but generally these are things that we probably just wouldn't pick up again, even if they sold for any certain amount, right? I made the mistake of picking up this army jacket like really early in our reselling journey. We sold it for $12 on Poshmark. Finally, 380 days later.
Yeah, and it even had discounted shipping on it.
Bad. So bad. We made $5.78. But really, I think it's just oversaturated. There's just so much out there that people aren't necessarily looking for this. We held on to this for way too long. Next, we sold this linen top by Go Fish for $18 on eBay.
So we have also had that for a while, since September, and we wouldn't pick it up again. It just didn't get a lot of interest. It was a really nice linen shirt, but it just didn't have the brand going for it. It didn't have any sort of recognition. So it was hard for people necessarily to find it on, eBay or Poshmark, unless they were specifically searching, for a linen top, a striped linen top, that sort of thing. We tried our best with the keywords, but sometimes it's just not enough.
Right.
So here are numbers from the past week. We sold a total of 60 items for a gross revenue of $1,670. Exactly. No Crazy. Change or anything. Weird. It was kind of weird. Yeah. Our cost of goods for those 60 items was $111.32.
Pretty good.
Yeah. That was a great week in terms of cost of goods. So on eBay, we sold 29 items for a net profit of $573.31. On Poshmark, we sold 16 items for $236.66. On Mercari, we sold 8 items for $153.84. And on Facebook Marketplace, we sold 7 items for $111.92.
Very good.
So our net profit through all of the platforms after fees, shipping, and cost of goods was $1,075.73.
Hey, we hit our goal.
We hit our goal. So that was really exciting. It feels good to have just a couple weeks in a row where we have hit that goal or exceeded it. It makes us feel like, okay, we might be kind of in a place where we have, enough listings and have a good enough sell-through rate that, we're able to kind of not necessarily bank on this number week after week, but that this is kind of a good benchmark for us.
Yeah. All right, now it's time for an update on our total stock market index experiment that each week we tell you a little bit about what we're doing with some of this money and how this experiment is going. Here's where it's at. We're still down $178, but we're up $100 from last week because last week we were still down like $279. So overall, we're doing pretty well. I think that as it continues to go up, and we continue to put money into it, it'll just, grow exponentially. And essentially, we show you this to inspire you so that you can invest your money so that your money is making money. And we really like the philosophy of index investing because it's the most simple, and in a way, it's not easy to get into investing, right? If you've been listening to us and you still haven't taken action, you know that it's not necessarily easy to do. But this is probably the most simple way to have your money work for you.
The stock market is kind of interesting in the fact that, for most things, it's like if you learn more about, a certain topic, you can kind of optimize it, you can be better than anyone else. But with the stock market, it's kind of the opposite. You don't necessarily have to know a whole lot about the stock market and about, the different companies to be able to make index fund investing work for you and work better than some of the people who are choosing individual stocks and, trying to get, the winners in the stock market and all of that. By index fund investing, you're going to get the winners because you're getting those top companies in the market. And it's self-cleansing, meaning that when something, when a company that used to be really hot now is totally tanking and is, going bankrupt and stuff, falls out of what you own. And another company that's up and coming gets into what you own. Just keep that in mind as you are thinking about getting into the stock market, thinking about investing. You might think that you can outsmart the market and all of that, but maybe 0.01% of the people can, over a long term, actually beat the market. But most of us can't, and it's good to have a little bit of humility and just say, I'm going to go with the tried and true and do that.
I think one final thought we have to close this out is that the group that sometimes does the best are people who do it and they forget about it. The group that doesn't touch it, over the long run, like Camilla said, tend to do better than people who just continue to fidget with all of their investments. And it reminds me of this kind of joke or statistic that people who continue to have their funds even when they're dead do better than people who, continue to day trade or whatever it is over a long period of time. It's like, how much clearer can you get? The people who don't touch their stuff because they cannot touch their stuff do better than some of these day traders. I think that's very important to kind of wrap your head around, because we're not saying that this experiment that we're trying to show you is trying to sway you into this and put all of your money into it. It's that, it's one of the simplest ways to do it. And maybe it's the way for you because you don't necessarily want to, stock pick, or that you're not really interested in it, because this is kind of the strategy for people who aren't interested in investing. It's like your money is making you money. You're not interested in the technicalities of it. This is more of, we are trying to show you that there is a way to do it, and it's really in your hands to just make it as easy as possible for yourself. And we really hope that you don't take this as investing advice, because it's not. We are showing you pretty much in real time the experiment that we're doing to show you that your money really can make you money in the truest sense, because right now we're down. At the beginning we were up. It's like an ever evolving thing, but over the span of time that we are showing you this, it's going to have its ups and downs. Over time, we think that it's going to be up. You see what we are seeing, and that you have a good example of the potential. Now it's time for a really cool community BOLO. This one comes from our boy Hustle Q. He's got a really fun YouTube. He's so positive in all of his video, and he's just a really cool dude. You should go check him out on both YouTube and on Instagram. He's really active on YouTube. He does a lot of really great and fun content. He sent us this Funko Pop, and it's Ichigo from the anime Bleach, this Bankai version of him. It's really cool. He sold it for $127.50 free ship. And man, is this really cool, because we don't pick up Funko Pop. We're always looking for them though.
Yeah, you don't necessarily find them in the bins. Right. I gotta be honest. And even if there were in the bins, we probably wouldn't get there first. I'm pretty sure other people would grab them.
Yeah, they would see these boxes, and really it's worth probably this much because it's still in the box. It's really kind of a phenomenon. People love to collect these Funko Pops. A lot of them can go for a ton of money. It's just really surprising. Overall, it's really easy to look up. If you see on the shelf of a thrift store, that's probably more likely. We probably won't ever find them at the bins. Just look it up. It might be worth $100. It might be worth less. But at the end of the day, it's something that you can expand your mindset for, because it's got a lot of potential. So thank you so much, Q, for sending that to us. Check out Hustle Q over at YouTube and on Instagram. He is just so cool. Make sure he knows that we sent you.
So leave a comment down below how your sales are going. We would love to hear how your business is doing and how you are doing. So we'd love to just have a conversation with you in the comments. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. That tells YouTube that it should show this video to more people. That's great. We love that. We love when more people see our videos. And speaking of more people seeing our videos, if you aren't subscribed, consider subscribing. We would love to have you as part of our community. We do these What Sold videos each week. And we also do hauls and unboxings and tips and tricks videos. So if that interests you, make sure that you hit subscribe.
Keep that passion burning, y'all. We are so excited for you and for the things that you're doing. Let us know how you're doing. We want to cheer you on. But at the end of the day, I think with regard to our business, consistency matters most. And hopefully you're being consistent with your stuff. We are really rooting for you, and we'll see you later.
Bye. If that interests you, make sure that you hit subscribe.
Yeah. I'm not ready. I'm never ready. I haven't been ready in a long time.
You should know by the time I'm saying like.
Yeah, I don't think
comment,
about it.
Like, subscribe,
Yeah.
You have like 2 minutes.